The reason why people didn't give a fuck about the Black National Anthem is because people don't give a fuck about black people anymore. Now, before I get into this, please don't forget to hit the like button, comment on this video, share this video, and if you still haven't, please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell for updates. Okay, so with that out of the way, with black fatigue is off the charts nationwide. You know, everyone is just kind of just done with anything black related. Uh, Last night was the icing on the cake. You know, no one really gave a fuck. No one gave a fuck, actually. It was more like, okay, let's go get some hot dogs. What do you guys want? I'm going to go and, get some beers too. You guys want some beers? And everyone was just kind of just moving around while this was in the background. It was like background noise, music, or whatever. And she's all singing her ass off and no one gives a fuck, right? Because no one gives a fuck about black people anymore. We're tired of black this, black that. They got their black web, internet or whatever. Everything is black, and so they have to have their own black, stupid song. And it was really to the point now that we have moved on, okay? And I think it was in November when people really moved on from this Black National Anthem shit, where players were celebrating in the end zone doing the Trump dance. Remember that? And not only football players, but UFC fighters and soccer players, and everything was shifting and changing, and the Eagles were at the White House, right? Even everything was just changing, and then this was like a weird kind of flashback, and it just kind of shows where the NFL is as far as that it's business as usual pretty much. And this could be something that would be reported like on CNN, with Abby Phillips and that other black bitch, Tiffany Cross, where they could say, well, see how racist the people are here. They don't even pay attention to whoever that fucking bitch was singing. Because no one cares. No one cares about the song because no one cares about black people. Where people are tired of black people, and so I not surprised. You know what I mean? If CNN would really want to push the whole racism kind of narrative continuously, I mean, well, this is what they wanted anyway. They wanted division, and I guess you could see the division in a sense, right? Socially, people are just like kind of done with it, and you could say that's racist, and they could push that, and you know what? No one's gonna care though. That's the difference. People before white people did not want to be, called a racist. Now they're just so fatigued, they don't even care. They could use these clips from last night's game when everyone's just like paying no mind to this, and they could be called racist. They're not going to care. They've moved on. The people spoke. They voted for Trump. He won the popular vote. This is not popular anymore. Or not that it was popular when they were shoving it down our throats and all this Black Lives Matter kind of bullshit. And if you are, say, a server at a restaurant and you're dealing with, say, Sunday morning brunch, and 20 black people come from a church service and they dine and dash, they were rude while they were there, they don't pay you and all this shit. You go to get a football ticket to the game, and this comes on, this stupid song, you're not gonna care. You're gonna be like, oh fuck, you're dealing with black people at work or this or that or anywhere, you know, yeah, you're just like, I'm done with these people, right? And these people, that's right, I said these people, because these people are a problemed race. It's not a race problem, they're a problemed race. And the sad thing about it is that they've been used, they've been brainwashed, and it's sad, but it's just like I don't feel sorry for them, because how could you not know what's being done to you mentally? How could you not be aware of your surroundings? How could you not know that you were being used politically this whole time and used to destroy a system, and still believe these stupid narratives that they've thrown on you, like Trump is going to put you all in concentration camps? I hear like all this stupid shit. Believe me, I think people wouldn't care if all the black people, if Trump did do that, but he ain't. But we could probably see the difference if all the blacks were put in a concentration camp. You know, you could walk into Walmart and probably nothing is locked up anymore. You know, they're not locking up merchandise so people can't steal it. You know, that would be the total change. We would start seeing a lot of change in a lot of things, right? And especially the police, right? Where they're pulling over a black woman because her tags have expired, and they're going to try to just give her a little warning, but then she's going to escalate it and call racism and this and that, then she's arrested. That's pretty much every black woman video I see in the body cam police videos of black women getting pulled over. It's the same thing. It's just like they keep talking and oh, let me see what's your badge number, what's your name, and they just have attitude. Black women are the worst. And so yeah, you accumulate all that stuff, everything that we're going through, everything that everyone deals with as far as black people, and then you're gonna hear this song. It's just like, fuck it, who cares? And they don't care if you're gonna call them racist anymore. White people, I don't think, would care if they were like, oh, I saw you at that game and you did not fucking pay attention to the give your respect to the song. They would probably just be like, who cares? Right? It's just like, it's a dumb song anyway. It is a stupid song. There's no hook to it. There's nothing. But that's how I look at it. You know, it's if you would go and if they would televise any game in any stadium, wherever the next games are played, the next few games, and just televise them all and have that bitch come out there and sing the same damn song, the whole stadium will probably look the same. No one's gonna give a fuck. You know, if they were to do a real poll in CNN, what is the popularity of what people think of black people? What is the percentage? I'm sure it's not gonna be more than 50%. It's probably less than 10%. You know, that would be I mean, if they really want to push the racism narrative, please do a poll for Americans, what they think, thumbs up or thumbs down of black people. And yeah, because of black fatigue, it's going to be very low. You know, their poll numbers are going to be really low. Yeah, black excellence, you know, and then they could really just say, God damn, people are racist. Well, they made, it's sort of like a hate that hate made kind of thing, right? Because they kept on pushing it. And at first people don't care. Like, we don't care if you're black. We don't care if you're gay. We don't care this or that. Now a lot of people are like, oh God, there's black people. Let's go. You're going to fuck up our Sunday. Let's not. There's a bunch of blacks going into Chili's. Let's not eat there this morning. Let's just go somewhere else. You know, it's gotten to that point, and it's to the point where, yeah, if you even came across someone that was really nice at your job who was black, whatever, it's sort of like you don't really want to stick around and find out if that person is a nice black person anymore. You know, it's just like it's like everyone's had such bad luck, negative experiences with black people. It's just that, you know what, I don't really want to have to find out, you know, yeah, maybe that person is a good black person, but you know what, I don't want to stick around and find out and just, you know, be let down or whatever, you know, because yeah, it really doesn't matter, especially with black women. If you were just say talking to a black woman and she may seem nice or whatever, somehow, some way, I not maybe just even black women, but just black people in general. If you had a conversation, say about remote controls or something like that, somehow, some way, they're just gonna sway it to racism, right? You could just be talking about, say, billiards, pool, right? Why is the white cube putting down all the different colored balls? You know, it's just like they think race, race, race all the time, and you know what? People have things to do. People have no time for this kind of discussion. It's just it's useless. It's pointless. But you know, I guess there are pointless people. I don't know, and that's all they can talk about. They've been programmed to, you know. So that's my take on this whole Black National Anthem bullshit. I hope they do keep playing it in different stadiums, and the result will probably be the same. You know, and so let it sink in. So you know, it's just it. Let it be the mirror that everyone could see. Like, hey, we're done. But you know, because the NFL are still going to be pushing this kind of shit, they have to. You know, they're Marxist fuckers. So that's my take. And leave me a comment below. What are your thoughts? And do you think people don't like the Black National Anthem because, you know, they're just kind of done with black people? It's a haunting reminder, right? So you let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.